Hello everybody, it's Bishop Deb. I'm coming to you from the parking lot of the post office in beautiful Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Wanted to take just a brief moment to check in. It's Friday. We're looking at, it's a gorgeous day here today. And I have a retreat to finish planning for tomorrow. It's been such a busy week. Real roller coaster week. Highly emotional. A lot of things happening that are difficult for people. Challenges. Interpersonal stuff, feelings, emotions running on high power, and we have the day after the election, a conservative majority government headed by Doug Ford, who is being labeled as Trump North. Not the results that I wanted to see, I gotta be honest. We know this man from his Toronto days as a councillor. We know that he has already said that he's going to rip up all the green space in Ontario and build houses for people who need it, and who doesn't like libraries, and who doesn't think that people, it's all about women's rights and stuff. So, for all of the people who are thinking, what is this world coming to? I would challenge you today to plant your feet on the earth and say, not in my life. We have worked so hard to move things forward, many of us in the social justice world. We've worked very hard to work for compassion and kindness and gentleness and equality. That doesn't go out the window. We are the guardians of that. So for all the people feeling depressed, turn it around. For all those who are feeling angry, channel it appropriately. For all of the people who are thinking that now they've got keys to the province, think again. This is not an us and them. We are all in this together. So I'm feeling a little less angry, maybe. I know a lot of people who are planning on having a drinking weekend. That doesn't solve anything either. All it does is help you cope with something that we don't even know what the reality is yet. So in the face of any challenge, it's always best to take a step back and look at it. Take a step back and imagine the worst case scenario. Plan for it if you have to, because that's always good. You have an escape route, or you've got a way out. But think about how you, in this moment, can make something better happen for your own life, for somebody else's life. How can you improve the planet a little bit, just today? If everybody did that, if everybody reached out in kindness, if everybody listened to one another, if we decided not to jump to conclusions, or not to label, or not to assume, then perhaps we would have a much kinder, gentler planet. We have disruptors afoot. We've got disruptors in the States. We now have one in Ontario. We've got this growing fascism, this growing movement around the world. And yeah, it's concerning. But we also have to remember that when anything like this happens, there's something good that's going to come too. And maybe that's about empowering us little people. Maybe it's about making us aware of the things that we do want in the face of what we don't. Maybe it's about grouping together, forming communities, having time with each other that is quality and meaningful. Not to get together and complain and drink necessarily, but to get together and build the community up. Have a plan, build a garden, do something beautiful for the people you love. You see what I mean? It's disappointing. We've got a lot of people committing suicide, notably Anthony Bourdain today took his life, and Kate Spade the other day. High-profile people who are exiting the planet. And there's a tendency to kind of panic about that too. It's always a choice. And I would also say, if you have feelings like that, reach out to someone you love, because I know many people who have thought about taking their life, and 5 minutes later, they have talked to somebody or met somebody, or something has happened to turn it around, and they are grateful. In that moment, it seemed overwhelmingly bad, and the end was there. But in the next instant, somebody came into their path, or they reached out, and everything changed. So it's not a solution. It will really hurt the people around you too. So let's say a prayer as we move through our Friday, as we look at a beautiful weekend ahead, and know that God is in charge, that angels are there to help us, that we have been given the keys to the world. We are stewards. We're given responsibility for this planet. And so maybe now it's time for us to say enough, and peaceably, happily, in our own little way, start to make a difference. Smile at somebody. Open a door. Pay it forward. Get somebody a coffee in the line behind you. Those are very simple things. Bring flowers to somebody. Cheer them up in their day, just because. But plant a tree. Work with some people to help others in the community, in the neighborhood. Start a food bank. And look at a need in your community where you live and respond to it. Simple as that. We don't have to always have money, because many of us are not wealthy. But we can, with our time and our talents, do something that will really make a difference. So think about that. Reflect on that. Be inspired. And let's pray. Gracious God, we do give you thanks for the gift of this beautiful, beautiful Friday. We ask that you bless us, that we recognize the blessings that you bring to us, even if sometimes they seem like a bit of a surprise in beat-up packaging. Let us open that package and find out what's inside, and not be afraid, not walk in fear, but know that you are with us and your angels surround us. Help us to find our voice, to find our heart, to find our power, to find that which we feel strongly about. And in love, speak up, speak out, reach out. We pray for all those people in our lives who are going through hard things, those who are estranged from one another, those who are angry, those who are feeling so hopeless and powerless and contemplating ending their lives. We ask that you go to each and every person on this planet, regardless of where they are, who they are, what they believe. Go to each person and plant a seed of love and hope and inspiration. May today mark a difference, so that rather than mourning and being sad, people jump up and celebrate. Celebrate life, celebrate one another, celebrate love and the good things that are in our lives. And all this we pray in your holy name. Amen. Well, my car is very hot and my leg is burning with the sun on it. I tell you, I'm grateful for the warmth of the sun. I wish you a happy weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon. I have a very busy weekend, so I will probably not be checking in for a couple of days. But bloom where you plant it. Take heart, have faith. All is well. God bless.